What's up, it's Jay Morrison, also known as Jay Mr.Real Estate, and I'm doing my How to Build Wealth 4 series. And today I'm going to be doing a lesson for some of my favorite people in the world, is how to build wealth for activists. I gotta put an exclamation point into that. How do the social activists actually build wealth? And I'm an activist, I'm a social activist. So these are my brothers and sisters who are on the front line fighting for human rights, civil rights, social and economic equality, for justice or else. How do we build wealth in the process of fighting for our people, right? So some tips that I want to give us, right, which is just the basics, very, very simple, is even while you're doing your social activism, which we know is intense, like a police brutality case can happen, or some pastors are going to meet with Donald Trump, or whatever, they can just drive you crazy, and social media is going crazy, or you got to go protest, or you got to go fly to Chicago, or go to Hempville, Texas, or whatever it is, right? Blackout Black Friday, all types of stuff. So if we want to still build wealth and keep our lives going and build a legacy and build our economics, we got to do one thing, which is we got to have knowledge of our credit. We got to have knowledge of wealth, first and foremost, right? So we all have and require to have knowledge of self, but we must have knowledge of wealth as well. So we need to start understanding how all this wealth stuff works the same way we understand the way the system works, and the system works against us, right? So we got to have knowledge of wealth. And the core components that I believe that we need to have in regards to knowledge of wealth, one is credit. We have to understand how to build credit, repair or restore our credit if it's jacked up, or how to just create it if we have no credit, what we need to do actually to create and, again, build credit. We need to know this for ourselves, for our families, and to help build our legacy and our economic strength. So we need to understand personal and business credit. And two of the tips we're going to give us is that we need to understand how we can leverage secured credit cards and secured loans. And if you're an activist fighting for the rights of black people, which is my core cause, is the civil rights and equality of black people, my nationality, my race. If that's what you're fighting for, or if it's for brown people, or if it's for Asian, white, whoever, right? Poor people, vets, whatever your cause is. But if you're fighting for the civil rights of black people, we can use a black bank, a black-owned bank, or credit union, or whatever the case is. Otherwise, use any bank and start to build credit through secure credit cards and secure loans. That's one thing we can do. We all can go to annualcreditreport.com and get free copies of our credit report and dispute any items or inconsistencies that we see on our credit report. That's another thing we can do, is go check our credit. Most of us are even fearful to look at our credit, but we'll stand face to face with army tanks and police and everything else, and white supremacists and all that, but we're scared to look at our credit. We can't be fearful. We got to take a look at our credit and have a true discovery of our financial situation. Another thing that we need to do is budget. Is not only do we need to budget our money, we need to have a budget for our money. We need to keep at least a weekly or monthly budget of how we spend our money, what income comes in, and what we're spending our money on. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said it best, that a budget keeps order in a household. So this is something that we need to do as well, is really organize our finances and what we bring in. And then one of the other core components of what we need to do is entrepreneurship, which I'm also going to say is incorporate. A lot of us have businesses, but we don't really incorporate our businesses. Like my brother Raspy Rolls, we had a long talk about him being a speaker, being an author, being a musician, etc., but hasn't really packaged his brand and really incorporated his message. And if you can incorporate and be an entrepreneur, you can start to leverage that to build wealth. And now if you incorporate and legitimize your business or your hustle, you then can take that legitimized business and leverage the income plus your credit to start making money in real estate, which is the simplest form of getting residual income, cash flow, appreciation, value on properties, and starting to build a real legacy. And you can do all this. You can have managers for your real estate. You can have a team supporting you. You can do all this while you're still a full-time activist. And honestly, the more real estate that we own, and I want to say outside of real estate, is business systems. It's another thing we got to look into. Is leveraging businesses that already have systems, franchises, licensing businesses, businesses that already work, that we don't got to figure out. They're already figured out for us. We just got to buy into them. Is getting into things that can be automated because we know how hectic activism can be. So if we can get into businesses that are systematized and automated, incorporate our own businesses, like my sister Tamika Mallory has done very, very well, shout out to the queen. If we can do those things and have a budget for our money, know how we're spending it, and not scared to look at our credit and start building our credit and start getting some cash flow from this, we can start to build wealth as activists. On top of the grand finale, is that if we can start to trust each other, right? Because you only can move at the speed of trust, as the King Bill Shipley says. So you can move at the speed of trust. If we can start to trust each other, us as activists who are willing to be on the front line and die and fight with and for each other, we can go out, leverage our money, and these are all row homes, right? Just say Baltimore, Trenton, Camden, Cleveland, wherever, Detroit. We can go out and buy our blocks back. Be social entrepreneurs, buy back our blocks, our communities. We can make money off it while we at the same time and still provide great incentives for our community. I have a whole video on how we can and should do that. So the way we can do this, buy our blocks back, or just buy buildings together, buy land together, where we can cultivate the land or build on the land, do agricultural work, as Mr. Farrakhan has been adamant about and been really wise about. But the way we can do this is by us pulling our resources together. If we can trust each other, come together, and let's put some dollar signs by this, and we can pool our money together for one big pot, then we can go out and actually execute and build wealth while we build our community, stay true to our social message and social initiatives and social passions, but also don't go broke at the same time. Because we all know that freedom ain't free, right? We know. So this is how we can build wealth together and build wealth as individuals while we stay true to our activism, being activists and going to save our people. So hope this video is a little inspiration, motivation, or whatever. And I look forward to building with you all at some later point. One love. Peace, kings and queens. Hey, I'm Jay Morrison, and you just watched my How to Build Wealth 4 series. I just want to give you guys ways to find me. I don't do the videos to really promote. I just like to give the education out. But I know many of you, after hearing my strategies, may want to work with me or be educated with me or mentored by me. So it's only right that I do give you how to contact me or my company. So we give our education and mentorship through the Jay Morrison Academy, where we teach wealth building comprehensively and online. We do so by credit mastery, residential real estate investing, commercial real estate investing, business startup, business mastery, and stocks and finance, which are taught by myself and 3 other mentors. All our courses are online currently. They'll be brick and mortar soon, and they come with bi-weekly mentorship calls for anyone that wants to learn through actually having a mentor along with lessons. And so for those of you who want more individualized coaching for investments, you can go to jmrepartners.com, and that's where we do our coaching, our consulting, and we help you manage your assets, and we actually guide you through one-on-one as a client of ours through transactions and a real life strategy to how to execute with your capital, with your situation, how do you make it all work and pull together. So we will guide you through that. Go to jmrepartners.com, obviously jmorrisonacademy.com if you want to look into our online courses and mentorship program. And for those of you who just want to follow on social media and get more information and just be motivated by us and by me, you can go to @MrJMorrison on Instagram and Twitter. And make sure you like our Facebook fan page, Mr. Real Estate Morrison. And if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, share the video, comment below if you like, and you can like it or dislike it, I guess. And so I appreciate you guys just being with me for these quick little videos, and I look forward to helping you build wealth, assisting you in your journey, or just inspiring you from afar. But I do wish you the best in building your legacy, and that's from me, from the bottom of my heart. All right, so one love, good luck. JMA, Wealth Builders, J. Morrison Real Estate Partners. We help real people do real estate.